Failure, a word that weighs heavily on many hearts. But what if I told you that failure is not the opposite of success? It's the pathway to it. In this journey together, let me guide you to see failure not as an ending but as a lesson, a teacher, and ultimately a stepping stone to greatness. Think of a seed buried in the earth. It may seem lost in darkness, forgotten, but in that very darkness it gathers strength, absorbs nourishment, and grows. Your failures are like that soil. They may feel like an end, but they're the beginning of transformation. Every time you fall, you plant a seed of resilience within yourself. Let me share a story. There was once a monk who carried water in 2 pots. One was perfect, while the other had a crack and leaked water along the way. One day, the cracked pot apologized, saying, "I fail you every day." The monk replied, "Do you see the flowers along your side of the path? They only bloom because of the water you spill. Even your flaws create beauty. Your failures, like that pot's crack, can lead to unforeseen blessings if you look closely." Failure feels painful because it asks you to try again. But trying again is where growth happens. Each time you rise after a fall, you become stronger, more prepared, and wiser. Success is not about avoiding failure. It's about standing up one more time than you fall. Every effort you make, no matter how small, builds the foundation for your success. Failure is not a verdict. It's feedback. When you reframe failure, you begin to see it as an ally rather than an enemy. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this experience? How has this challenge prepared me for what's next? When you embrace failure as a teacher, you shift from regret to gratitude, from despair to determination. Do you know how bamboo grows? For years, it stays hidden beneath the ground, unseen and unnoticed. Then, seemingly overnight, it shoots up to incredible heights. Failure works the same way. It may seem like nothing is happening, but beneath the surface, your perseverance is laying deep roots. When the time is right, you will rise stronger and taller than you ever imagined. Here are 3 ways to reframe failure as success. Acknowledge it without judgment. Failure is not who you are, it's an event. Treat it with curiosity, not criticism. Reflect and extract wisdom. Every failure contains a lesson. Ask yourself, what did I learn? What will I do differently next time? Celebrate the courage to try. Remember, failure only happens when you're brave enough to attempt something meaningful. Celebrate that courage. There was a time in my life when I struggled deeply with my own shortcomings. I failed to meet the expectations of my teacher and felt unworthy. But my teacher said, "A storm only tests the strength of the roots. Use your failure to strengthen yourself." With time, I learned to see those moments not as setbacks, but as setups for something greater. Remember, failure doesn't define you. Your response to it does. True success isn't about never failing, it's about transforming each failure into a stepping stone. When you shift your perspective, every stumble becomes part of your dance, every fall a chapter in your story of resilience. Next time you face failure, don't ask, "Why me?" Instead, ask, "What can I learn?" And know that every failure brings you closer to your truest, most successful self. If this message has resonated with you, take a moment to reflect on the failures in your life. What lessons have they taught you? How have they shaped your journey? If you wish to explore more wisdom and guidance, subscribe to this channel. Together, we'll continue discovering the beauty in life's challenges and the power within us to transform them. Thank you for allowing me to walk this path with you today.